Thinking about moving to South Carolina? As a local realtor here in Lexington, South Carolina, I have a deep affection for my home state, but I want to give you an honest look at the challenges you might face. The southern hospitality, warm weather, and slower pace of life are incredible. But let's be honest, it's not perfect. Before you make the move, let's talk about the top 5 reasons why South Carolina might not be the right fit for you. I want to give you an honest, balanced perspective, so grab a sweet tea and let's dive in. 1. The heat and humidity. South Carolina's summers are infamous for their intense heat and stifling humidity. Compared to states like California, which boasts dry, temperate summers, or New York, where summers are warm but less humid, South Carolina's climate can feel scorching at times. The high temperatures, often exceeding 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and humidity can reach over 90%, creating a climate that many find challenging to endure, especially for those unaccustomed to such conditions. If you're imagining sunny days at the beach or leisurely afternoons outdoors, you might want to think again. From late spring to early fall, simply stepping outside can feel like walking into a sauna. The heavy, sticky air can make even routine tasks like grocery shopping or walking the dog a sweaty ordeal. But don't worry, locals have learned to cope. Early mornings and late evenings become the best time for outdoor activities. Air conditioning is a staple in every home, car, and workplace, keeping everyone cool during the hottest parts of the day. And when it comes to mosquitoes, citronella candles and bug sprays become your best friends for outdoor gatherings. The humidity also brings its share of challenges. For one, it's a breeding ground for mosquitoes, gnats, and other pesky insects. Bug spray and citronella candles become essentials during outdoor gatherings. For those who struggle with frizzy hair, the humidity can be a daily battle. And don't forget the effect it has on your energy levels. Some newcomers report feeling sluggish or fatigued due to the relentless heat. Beyond personal comfort, the high heat and humidity can take a toll on your property. Lawns require constant watering to stay green, while wooden structures like decks and fences are prone to warping, cracking, or rotting over time. Mold and mildew are also common issues, both inside and outside the home, necessitating frequent seasonal cleaning and maintenance. While the warm climate is a selling point for many, it's not for everyone. If you're someone who thrives in cool, crisp weather or finds hot, humid conditions unbearable, South Carolina summers could quickly wear you down. Be prepared to adapt your lifestyle to better suit your preferences. 2. Hurricanes and severe weather. South Carolina's picturesque coastlines and scenic beauty come at a cost. The state's vulnerability to severe weather, particularly during hurricane season. From June through November, South Carolina coastal residents live with the potential threat of hurricanes brewing in the Atlantic. While direct hits are relatively rare, the possibility looms large, especially for those living in coastal areas like Charleston, Myrtle Beach, or Hilton Head. These storms can bring devastating winds, storm surges, and flooding that disrupt lives, damage property, and require costly repairs. Even inland areas like Lexington or Columbia, while less vulnerable, are not immune to the effects of severe weather. When a major storm hits the coast, the ripple effects can be felt across parts of the state. Heavy rains, strong winds, and flooding can damage roads, knock out power, and create hazardous conditions even hundreds of miles away from the coastline. Thunderstorms are also a regular occurrence, often popping up without much warning during the warmer months. These storms can bring lightning, hail, and even tornadoes, keeping residents on their toes. Yet South Carolinians are known for their resilience. Coastal residents often keep emergency kits stocked year-round, complete with flashlights, batteries, bottled water, and non-perishable food. Hurricane shutters, sandbags, and portable generators are common purchases for homeowners near the coast. Evacuation plans are not just a recommendation, they're a necessity. Knowing your zone and the best evacuation routes can make the difference between safety and chaos when a storm approaches. Flooding is another significant concern in parts of the state. Low-lying areas are particularly susceptible, and heavy rainfall can quickly overwhelm drainage systems. For those considering buying property in South Carolina, investing in flood insurance is strongly advised, even if in designated flood zones. Many newcomers are surprised to learn that standard homeowners insurance doesn't cover flood damage, making it a critical addition to your budget if in a flood zone. Despite these risks, it's worth noting that South Carolina has a resilient community. After hurricanes, neighbors band together to help each other recover and rebuild. While the potential for severe weather is a drawback, for many, the state's beauty and charm outweigh the risks. Still, understanding and preparing for these challenges is essential before making the move. Let's continue with the next point. 3. Bugs, pollen, and termites. South Carolina's lush landscapes and warm climate are a haven for more than just its human residents. They also attract an abundance of pests, allergens, and nuisances that can make everyday life challenging. If you plan to move here, be prepared to coexist with some of the less pleasant aspects of nature. Mosquitoes, for starters, are a constant presence in the warmer months. The state's humidity and standing water create ideal breeding grounds for these bloodsuckers, making outdoor activities a challenge without a solid layer of bug spray. Evenings on the porch or barbecues in the backyard often end with multiple itchy bites. Palmetto bugs, which are essentially large, flying cockroaches, are another infamous resident of South Carolina. These pests are more than a nuisance. They can cause genuine distress, especially if they make their way indoors. Regular pest control treatments are practically a requirement for homeowners. In South Carolina, popular local pest control measures include hiring professional services such as Orkin and Termites, or using natural repellents and DIY solutions that locals swear by to keep these unwelcome guests at bay. Locals have a few tricks up their sleeves to handle these pests, from installing screens to using natural repellents. Springtime, while beautiful, introduces its own set of problems. Pollen blankets the state in a yellow haze, coating cars, porches, and outdoor furniture. While it may look harmless, it wreaks havoc on those with seasonal allergies. Even those who've never experienced allergies before may find themselves sneezing, coughing, or battling watery eyes. Over-the-counter allergy medications become a staple for many residents during the peak of pollen season. Then there are termites. The warm, humid climate of South Carolina is perfect for these destructive pests, which are so common that many homeowners take preventative measures to protect their property. Termites can cause significant structural damage to homes if left unchecked, leading to costly repairs. Regular inspections and treatments are necessary to keep these unwelcome guests at bay. Many residents opt for professional pest control services, while others take a DIY approach with mixed results. Despite these challenges, it's possible to manage the state's pest and allergy issues with some effort and preparation. Regular maintenance, pest control, and a bit of resilience can go a long way in mitigating the impact of South Carolina's natural nuisances. However, if you have a low tolerance for bugs or allergies, this aspect of life in the Palmetto State could prove frustrating. Being aware of these realities and preparing accordingly can make all the difference in your experience. 4. Infrastructure challenges. South Carolina's rapid population growth has outpaced its infrastructure development, creating a host of challenges for residents, especially in urban and suburban areas. While the state offers stunning natural beauty and a slower pace of life, its roads, public transit, and overall infrastructure can be significant drawbacks for those moving here. One of the most noticeable issues is the condition of the roads. For example, major projects like the I-85 widening or the I-526 extension in Charleston have faced delays, creating significant traffic bottlenecks. In growing cities like Lexington, Columbia, and Charleston, traffic congestion has become a daily struggle. Commuters often find themselves stuck in long lines of cars, particularly during rush hours. Adding to the frustration is the constant road construction. While these projects aim to improve traffic flow, they can take years to complete, leaving residents dealing with detours and delays in the meantime. In rural areas, the situation is different but equally challenging. Many back roads are poorly maintained, with potholes, uneven pavement, and inadequate lighting. These conditions can make driving challenging, particularly at night or during bad weather. For newcomers used to well-maintained highways and urban infrastructure, the state's roads can be a rude awakening. Despite these issues, the community spirit helps residents navigate these challenges together. Carpooling and planning alternate routes have become common practices. Another significant drawback is the lack of public transportation. Unlike larger metropolitan areas with extensive subway systems, buses, or commuter trains, South Carolina's options are limited. In cities like Columbia, there are some bus routes, but they are often unreliable and don't cover the sprawling suburbs. For residents in smaller towns, public transportation is virtually non-existent. Owning a car is not just convenient here, it's essential. For those used to reliable public transit, adjusting to this can be difficult. Locals often develop a network of carpools and ride-sharing options to mitigate these issues. The state's infrastructure struggles are a growing pain of its expanding population, and while improvements are underway, it's a slow process. 5. Limited job opportunities in certain fields. South Carolina's job market offers opportunities in industries like manufacturing, healthcare, and education, but it falls short in certain specialized fields, which can be a deal-breaker for some newcomers. If you're considering relocating for work, it's essential to assess whether your career aligns with the opportunities available in the state. Manufacturing is one of South Carolina's strongest industries, with major employers like BMW, Boeing, and Michelin providing thousands of jobs. The healthcare sector is also robust, especially in larger cities like Columbia, Charleston, and Greenville, and Lexington, where hospitals and medical facilities are expanding to meet the needs of the growing population. Education is another significant field, with public schools, colleges, and universities offering steady employment for teachers and administrators. On the bright side, remote work opportunities have opened new doors, allowing residents to enjoy the state's lifestyle without sacrificing their careers. Remote work has opened up new possibilities, allowing professionals to live in South Carolina while working for employers based elsewhere. However, the quality of internet infrastructure varies across the state, with rural areas often facing slower speeds and less reliable connections. Reliable high-speed internet is crucial for remote work viability, making it an important factor to consider when choosing where to live in South Carolina. This trend has made the state more appealing to those who don't need to rely on the local job market. However, it's crucial to ensure reliable internet access, especially if you're moving to a rural area where connectivity can be spotty. Local businesses, while growing, still face competition from more established companies in larger cities, affecting job availability. For those in specialized industries or looking for rapid career advancement, the local job market may feel limiting. Conclusion. So, there you have it. 5 reasons South Carolina might not be for everyone. But here's the thing. Every place has its challenges, and for many of us, the benefits far outweigh the downsides. Yes, the summers are hot, the bugs can be annoying, and the job market has its quirks, but South Carolina is also full of charm, beauty, and opportunity. My goal as a realtor isn't just to sell you on moving here. It's to help you make an informed decision. If South Carolina still feels like home after hearing this, I'd love to help you find the perfect spot to call your own. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or questions.